Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, people. Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo, people. Hello and welcome to another stream. We're here to discuss Liverpool-Chelsea. Did Cole Palmer really ghost in the game? Was he that bad, actually, like people say? Is Chelsea that good? A lot of people are praising. A lot of people are celebrating a loss from Chelsea fans. Some people are celebrating a loss. We'll talk about that as well. We'll talk about which players ghosted. And Liverpool, actually, I now believe it, that Liverpool can win this title, can absolutely win this title. Man City didn't look great today. Liverpool looked good. This game did not teach us a lot about Liverpool. Same old, Liverpool are great, but it taught us a lot about how good Chelsea are. Yes, Chelsea lost. This is the penalty incident, which is, I think it was a penalty. The one on Jadon Sancho. Trent Alexander-Arnold should have been penalized by a penalty. Some reason they did not look at it. The Tosin situation, I actually don't know. I don't know what the people are here are saying, but big up everybody that is here. Listen, people, big up everybody, of course, that joined from Al-Ahwa. Don HUSAM. Hit that like button, people, if you just joined us. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, guys. On the way to 30K. So subscribe, hit that like button if you are new. Let's get to 300 likes. And if you're watching this in the replay, hit that like button. And I'm here with great panel, of course. Alex is here. Winter Surfer is here. You should guys be bottom. You guys lost. To be honest, like,
come on. We don't have to be petty like that.
Yeah, we didn't put ourselves up top. That was you. That's you.
Yeah, it was StreamYard. But big up everybody that joined us. Hit that like button, people. Where do we? I actually don't know. Where do we start? I want to start actually with Cole Palmer.
Anywhere.
Cole Palmer. The reason why I want to start with Cole Palmer. Accusation all week. All week. He didn't score enough against top six. He didn't show up a lot against top six. He scored only penalties. Today, in my opinion, yeah, he only scored and assisted against Spurs and Man United. Someone actually said that last season, the only time Cole Palmer got any 2, like 1+ GA, was against bottom half of the table defenses, including Manchester United, who were the 17th in defense. So Cole Palmer today was ghosting. Some people said he wasn't. Some people said he had an average game. I know why he ghosted today. Or people don't think that he ghosted. I'm going to start with Chelsea. Alex.
Big up, everybody. I'm disappointed we didn't get results from Liverpool because the game was actually decided by the 2 penalty kicks. One was given and one wasn't. That's the only thing, the difference between the 2 teams. And I'm not blaming because based on a lot of the law is the first penalty with Sancho, referee did not blow the whistle. He didn't give a penalty. So the VAR couldn't overturn it. What happened opposite with whatever the penalty was, he blew the whistle, he pointed to the spot. VAR cannot overturn that. That's the only reason there was it. If a penalty was whistled for Sancho, and VAR probably wouldn't overturn it. That was my point of the 2. That's the literally 2 separations of the game. To Palmer, here's the thing: people keep saying that Casado and Lavia had a great game. They had like a decent midfield battles. It's one way to look at it, and that's literally my understanding of it. The reason why Palmer was non-existent it is because opposition did really good by covering. What happened was they covered him pretty well, which left the position, what's his name, Lavia and Casado, a little bit more room to play. That's why they look better, because the other one was covered.
So you think, can I just call, you think the game was 50-50 and the draw was the fair result?
Draw was the fair result.
You don't think that Liverpool had the better chances?
No, I
looked
don't.
more clinical.
No, I
they had
don't.
more dangerous
No, I
chances.
Nope, whatsoever. Not
Anyone?
not,
Anyone else think the same, or everyone think otherwise?
I'm not sure what game you were watching today.
Name the chances that you created.
yeah, exactly.
Name them. Clear-cut. Name clear-cut chances. Because we didn't have as many clear-cut chances either. The goalkeepers,
No. I want to hear from the guy.
Another goalkeeper is on top.
It would have been great to get to chances, but the referee kept on blowing for non-existent fouls before we got to the chances.
I don't
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's none. Like, what I can respond to you the same thing. What game were you watching? If you don't remember your own creative chances.
I was watching Liverpool play against 13 people today.
I can name them right now. I can name all of the chances.
Because you had the ref and the VAR.
I don't necessarily agree with the sentiment that Liverpool were clear and above Chelsea. And
No, they
100%.
weren't clear and above.
Yeah. And deserved is a little bit of a strong word. It's just fate happened that we won this game. But when it comes to chances, there were 3 one-on-ones in this game. 2 of them were scored. 1 of them was missed. The first one-on-one is Nicholas Jackson getting by. It is a one-on-one. Andrew Robertson's right next to him, but it's a one-on-one. Yes.
Hit the post.
Yes. No, not even the post. The goal that he scored, like Andrew Robertson. Andrew Robertson is to his right. He's on the outside of the ball. I would consider that one since he has inside space. The second one is Dominic Szoboszlai. After Darwin Núñez's pass, Cody Gakpo's on the left. He slips it into Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's running forward. He loses his balance, but it's a one-on-one. It's a one-on-one opportunity. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He could have put a better shot on, so that's equal, right? And then the third one-on-one is Curtis Jones. The third one is Curtis Jones. So if you're just going to go on one-on-one chances, Liverpool 2, Chelsea had 1, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to boil this game down to just who had one-on-one opportunities. But at the same time, you know, in the Christopher Nkunku chance, I don't think anyone on the planet scores that. Maybe Erling Haaland does, but the ball's too far.
That wasn't a clear-cut chance. I know. I
know. And then the only other one to me that stands out as being a real goal-scoring opportunity would be Vega's header. And to be honest with you, Vega's header, like I understand from a Chelsea standpoint that you want him to do better, but that's a really difficult play. Really difficult. He gets a free header. He gets a free header. It should be on goal. But like, to be honest, like these things happen. Like sometimes they go on goal, sometimes they don't. It's just it's a part of the game. But I don't think either team was far and above.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
What about Jackson's the one that he post?
Well, listen. That's first off, he hits the outside. 100%, but he hits the outside of the post and he's at like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah,
If he scores that.
I don't really
If he
count
scores
that.
that's like a world-class, world-beater goal.
What about Palmer's?
Palmer did have an opportunity, but listen, even the most world-class players, even the most world-class players in the world.
Like it wasn't. This match wasn't filled. That's what we're saying. No goal.
That's what I was saying.
Neither goalkeeper is coming out here like having their best.
No one made a save today. No one made an actual save.
No one. That was the only thing. No goalkeeper made a save in this game. Neither goalkeeper made a save.
A real save.
Yeah, a real save. Yeah, like a, oh my god, like how did he save that sort of thing? Or he kept us in the save.
Everything was shot directly at the keepers.
Yeah, exactly. It was exactly. You're absolutely right.
But I thought Liverpool deserved the win, to be honest. I thought Liverpool was a better team in terms of like the experience. There's a difference between an opportunity and a chance. Opportunities means Liverpool got into a more dangerous position than Chelsea because Chelsea were more open.
I don't understand.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay. I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by an opportunity. An opportunity is when I have 3-on-3, 2-on-2, and you guys do a block or something like that. That is an opportunity. That is Liverpool being more dangerous, right? I can't remember a Chelsea like clear-cut chance where you had 2-on-2. Why? Because Liverpool played a defensive game a little bit more than you. Liverpool didn't allow you the space that you allowed them, which is credit to Maresca for having the balls to go to Anfield and dominate and stamp his authority on the game. Nobody expected that. A lot of Liverpool fans, to be honest, are saying that was by design. I actually don't believe that.
No,
I believe that Liverpool couldn't hold position. I actually believe a lot of Liverpool fans are saying we chose that. No, you didn't, because I saw Szoboszlai run like a maniac trying to press him and Gakpo and couldn't press. Lavia and Caicedo were able to bypass the press. That means your manager wanted the ball back, but couldn't get it back from Chelsea. Chelsea were absolutely pinning Liverpool. Liverpool, every time they tried to bypass the press, the majority of the time, they just gave it back to Gusto, to Colwell. So that means it wasn't by design. I know some Liverpool guys will not agree with that. That's how I viewed the game. That Chelsea, especially before the penalty, they were stamping their authority. They were the better team in terms of tactics. Even the commentator was saying, tactically, Maresca would have been the happier guy. But the difference between the two teams is very obvious. Is experience.
Well,
the
yeah.
At the end of Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
It's Gakpo. It's Jota. Jota was so experienced today in the way he moved that it showed that he can penetrate that the defense line. The difference is Chelsea are still. Jackson in the first half was a little bit naive in his decision making. Madueke was. Jadon Sancho is Jadon Sancho, right?
At the end of the day, I
disagree with you.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you an honest question? Chelsea.
Go ahead, Server. Just give me a second.
I disagree with you on
experience. Why?
I just do. That Vega chance for me, that should have gone in. And your experience goes out the window. Your experience goes out the window. Totally. That should have been in. We're sitting at 2-2. We're not. And that happens. It was a game of literally
2-0. What?
No. Vega at the end. This header.
At the end.
2-2. The experience goes out the window. I just really think it was literally
hold on, but you say that. Before that, Liverpool had 3-on-2 and Gakpo chose not to pass the ball. Simple.
Well, I can name you how many chances we had.
No, but I am countering what he said, Alex. He literally said that chance should go in. Gakpo, they were 3-on-2, and
that Gakpo chance wasn't as clear as that Gakpo chance wasn't as clear as Vega.
If you can post a picture of Gakpo where he's shooting from, you will see that's not as clear as
chance was like the Neto chance we had in the second half that went wide. That's what that was. That was an equivalent chance.
Look, you're also discounting the fact that Dominic Szoboszlai should have crossed it to Diaz, who had a clear shot, and Diaz should have passed it across to Nunes, who was clean through. Like we can do ifs and buts all day long. But can I ask you one question? Can I ask you one question to the Chelsea lot? Did your players work really, really hard in that game? Did you work really, really hard in that game?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
because we didn't.
Like, somebody
we didn't.
You what?
That's
You
such
what?
a lie.
We played in second
You
gear.
didn't.
We played in second gear.
That's such a lie. Come on.
That's
We
Such a
played
lie.
in second
You didn't work
gear.
in second gear. You kept giving
You
away
were
the
in
ball to
second
us
gear?
in midfield.
I think
maybe
Matt,
maybe
you do
we
whatever
have
makes
only
you-
one
No,
gear.
I think you
Maybe
make
it's
it
a
whatever
moped.
makes you
I
sleep well
don't
at
know.
night.
Maybe
I
it's a
don't think-
moped. We only have
I
2
don't-
gears.
Watch the game.
I don't think
I
that
watched the
today-
game. I
controlled
think
it.
you did as well.
We controlled
Listen,
the game. We controlled the
didn't
game,
control the
and we
game at
didn't
all.
even have
You
the
didn't control
ball.
the game.
Again,
You
that's
didn't
crazy.
control it.
Okay,
You kept
I
giving
don't
away the
think
ball to us. How did you control the game? You kept giving away
I
the ball
don't-
to us.
We didn't need to. That's how we won the game. We won the game by giving you the ball.
This is what I'm talking about, man. This unabashed arrogance. It's just revolting. That's what it is. You didn't control the game. You kept giving away the ball.
Here's the
We had more possession.
Andrew, you know what,
It doesn't matter.
like when you're talking to and you're trying to see
I take Mike and Rax out this one. I just said.
No. What I'm talking about, what I'm talking about when you're talking about the even chances or like that, he brings the point of like, what if Szoboszlai pass it or he would have passed it? I can name you so many chances that I wish Sancho will take a shot, or Madueke should take a shot, or Jackson should take a shot. We are kings of missing in the final third opportunities. We are kings of it. You're not gonna come and tell me that Liverpool did better because Szoboszlai didn't pass it. Because we have more chances of those opportunities because we are younger, slightly team.
Just to interject a little bit, when it comes to how we played in the first 20 minutes, Chelsea were better on the ball. Like there's no arguing against that. But to be honest with you, from what I saw today with the way that we set up, were there times that we were pressing? Yes, but there were many times where we weren't pressing, where the front line was simply occupying space, allowing you to hold the ball. Right? To me, before this game, what I thought was Chelsea's most dangerous aspect of their game is their counterattack. If you can nullify the counterattack, you can limit the amount of goals that they could possibly score. Because ultimately, from what I've seen with Chelsea, many of their goals are not through slow, long, progressive build-up. It's win the ball, counterattack, get up the field. If we can eliminate that, we could have the best chance to possibly win. I think that our midfield struggled to hold the ball. I think that Lavia was incredibly press resistant. And once you guys kind of proved in that first 20 minutes that we weren't going to be able to just win the ball back so easily, we started to, revert a little bit to, okay, let's just sit a little bit deeper. Let's let them hold the ball. If they want to go down the wing every single time, that's fine because Trent's not that poor defensively. We'll let Jadon Sancho, try to take him on.
That was my frustration, Mike, with Matt. Madueke got behind Robertson quite a few times in the first half, but we never stuck that tactic in.
But he was never able to.
By the way, Madueke made the right decision by cutting it back. I can't remember who's the guy that was too slow to release the shot. I can't remember. It was Palmer or somebody.
The first or second half.
Palmer had one of them. Palmer
had one when he hit it over.
And then he also had.
I think it was Gusto.
But just to kind of circle back here on
that one now. He got behind Robertson and like, okay, it's a goal. No, it's not because the
but just to circle back on the whole point of the aspect of the game. Defensively, we were very solid, and I think that we were frustrating Chelsea, and I think that we were forcing the issues at times to go where we wanted the ball to go. I do think that Chelsea created chances, but ultimately many of them were half chances, just like Liverpool. Like all of Luis Diaz's shots, that's half a chance. Cody Gakpo's chance, that's half a chance. Yes, we can sit here and say, like I even said it, Luis Diaz at the end of that game, he has the ball down the left wing. He decides to go on his own instead of killing time. And then the second time, Darwin Núñez is free down the middle, and then he decides to, try to kill time. So each and then also, we could talk about Curtis Jones. If he touches that ball before Sanchez gets to it, it's a penalty. But if he lets it come to him and Sanchez gets a foot on the ball, it's not a penalty. So I know all of these are big ifs. So to me, I think that we just the way that we went the game was
three big moments.
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
But that's what I'm saying.
We allowed you guys to start to hold the ball.
And between two penalties, if you think about it.
Well, okay, fine. But if you want to go, I don't want to talk about penalties because I'm enough. Also, Tossin, if you go back and you rewatch it, I saw this tweet that someone had. It's fantastic. He begins the challenge inside our half, and I believe for that reason it's a tactical foul. If it was in your half, I think it would have been a red card.
That's a load of bullshit, by the way, in the law, but it doesn't matter.
It's not.
Which is fine. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't think it was a red.
No, what I'm saying, even if it was outside the half-line line, it's still not a red card. It wouldn't be a red card either.
I didn't think it was, but
it's a loophole. The reason it's a loophole because literally 1 centimeter one side it's a foul and a red card. 1 centimeter the other side is really they should.
Hold on.
What letter of the law needs to be fixed?
Hold on a second, Rakesh. What do you mean? The line of the halfway line, or what's the centimeter? What are you talking about? Okay, and
if 1 centimeter inside your own half, and it is
okay. I'm saying
I'm just referring to what Andrew's saying. But what I'm saying is that I'm agreeing with what Andrew's saying is it's a loophole because
I'm saying even if he was out, even if he was on his own half, it would have been red card either, because if you look at the rule, there's the last part of that same rule that says it also depends on the other center back's positioning.
Yeah, and he was miles away from the player. It's a red card.
Hold on. And tell me how much is the miles?
Colwell was in our half when he got fouled. When he fell to the floor, Colwell was in our half.
Okay,
he was about 4 strides away.
Okay, do you guys know the reason why it wasn't given as a red card? It's very obvious because the referee did not make clear and obvious error. Because when they watched the angle from behind the goal, the ball was going towards the right side, towards Colwell, not like yesterday. Saliba was going towards the goal. So the ball had a swerve to the right side. The only reason they didn't change it is not because Colwell is close. It's not because behind the halfway line. It is because the ball was not going towards the goal. It was going towards Colwell. But it was going to the right side. So even Jota had to bend his run to go right side if he was to get to that ball. That's why they didn't count it as a goal scoring opportunity. But moving on from that, I actually think the main thing is how the F, no one went to the monitor to check the Sancho penalty with the images we saw.
Yes.
That is a game-changing decision.
No. They did.
I don't even think that this is the right decision.
So should we talk about the Mo Salah foul then, if you're going to start whinging about Sancho?
Salah
being taken out in the box?
Matt Salah
Mo, please, hold on.
Are you with us?
Hold on. Please go
back.
You
enjoy the cake?
Go back and watch it. Hold on.
He's chilling with Buster.
I don't think that it. I want to be clear before I say this. I'm not sitting here arguing about any referee decision because I'm tired of doing it. I'm over it. The PGMOL sucks. But if you're going to sit there and you're going to talk about Sancho, what I'm going to ask you to do is go back to the Colwell one and look at his arm. Right? Yes, Mohamed Salah, when he drops his plant foot, goes on top of Colwell's what's it called? It goes on top of his foot. But Colwell takes his arm and extends it, and then Mo falls.
That is a fucking clear as fuck penalty on Sancho. Just watched it, bro.
Hold on. I'm trying to explain to you.
Every Mike's disputing that. He's talking about.
I'm not disputing that.
Okay, Mike, go ahead.
I'm not disputing Sancho. What I'm saying is that if you're going to talk about the incidental contact, because Trent was not making a challenge, he was trying to find his balance, right? Incidental contact, yes, could it have been a penalty on another day? 100%. But if you look at Mo's and Colwell's collision, Colwell extends his arm and his momentum carries him forward and he falls over after he does it, which means that he was pushing on Mo when Mo fell in the box. If you're going to call incidental contact one way, you have to call it the other. That's all I'm saying. But either way, go back and watch it. Freeze frame it.
I watched it plenty of times.
Mo's like going, hang on a minute.
It's just
hang on, I'm gonna watch it again.
No. I
will never say Mike is wrong until I think he's wrong.
Slow it down, Mo. Slow it down on your own. 0.25 speed.
They don't have it in the highlight.
Okay. I got you.
Someone from the chat, send me the freaking thing.
I got it. Right here. Go into the chat.
Send it to me so I can. What do you mean right here? I can't watch it.
I just did. Go into the StreamYard chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. All I'm gonna say is Mo's foot does land on top of Colwell's, but Colwell knees his thigh and extends. Like this is the problem with refereeing. This is the problem. Like we have to sit here and we argue. I think it's unfortunate that Chelsea didn't get a pen, but as a Liverpool fan, like
I
whatever,
think
you know what I mean?
None of them like either give both of them a penalty, which you got, or don't give nobody.
Bro, get out of here, bro. That is not even, bro. If we just give
I
us
know,
a penalty,
I
we
know,
should
it's
put the
not
turn
even
off the
funny.
game,
Like,
bro. Bro, get out of here, bro. If this was
What?
given as a penalty, bro, until like the referee didn't give it, and they give this as a penalty, Mike, the game should be over in the game, bro. Seriously.
What my biggest thing is about
let's be honest here.
Hold on.
Like,
I'm
let's be
gonna bring
honest.
up, I'm gonna bring up somebody's name, and it's Don HUSAM, which went to Terrace and said, "Oh my God, the penalty on Salah is not even penalty on Sancho. Sancho lost a possession of the ball. Ball went out of bounds, and he lost his footing." Don HUSAM, I know you have big glasses, but can you go back to that moment and tell me where exactly, I know you're listening, where exactly Sancho lost the possession of the ball and ball went out of bounds? Please, Don HUSAM. I know you're a big guy. We hurt your childhood. We're about to hurt your adulthood.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we're not going there. Okay, go ahead. What do you want? About what?
Don HUSAM
What do you want him to answer? What do you want him to answer?
Yes. How did Sancho lost the possession of the ball? Because he said Sancho lost the possession of the ball. That's not
to
a
be
penalty.
honest with you, the only explanation that is my explanation. HUSAM is not here to respond, so this is not his show.
I know he's
on MHF later. I don't think he is in the chat. The reality is, when I first looked at Sancho, I actually didn't think it's a penalty at all. I saw the replay and I didn't think it's a penalty at all. And now the videos are coming through. I think it's a penalty. But I am not in the VAR room. They are. They have all the angles. They should have seen the angles and should have at least give the referee the opportunity to go and look at it.
I think they reported it came out that they did look at it, but they just agreed with the
yes. If they did look at it, that's my problem. That's my problem.
VAR looks at everything, and only if they think it's a clear and obvious error will they refer it to the referee to go and have a look at it again. Yeah. They obviously, it's obviously that can be, you know. That's a very, very just.
It depends who's running it at the time of the game, doesn't it? Another person might say, it's a penalty and stuff.
That's why I said if it's a whistle, he blew the whistle for the second one. He didn't blow the whistle for the first one. That's the difference between them.
No, you can still because you can still VAR can still intervene on both. That's the
difference. But it's not clear and obvious. That's my point. If you blew the whistle,
okay, they don't deem it. But what I'm saying is the VAR is all subject to opinion, right? In another game. So that we'll see the same instance, and someone will give a penalty for exactly the same thing.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Can we just move on from the referees, guys? And I want people in the chat, guys. Listen to Luke. We have 600 people here, and we aren't even on 200 likes. I need 300 likes to help push the show to the next person. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Hit that like button, people, and let me know what you guys think in the chat. Right? The super chat here I want to do. Bad week for the London clubs. They went down hard. Hold that L and keep crying. Pick up the panel. You never walk alone. 30 games madness. Still laugh, Mr. K. Listen, we're going to talk about the chances that Liverpool, right, will have to win the league. But first I want to speak about, and I'm going to ask Mac, how good are Chelsea after watching this game? As your opinion, you actually were so critical of Chelsea before. You were like, they're okay, but they aren't as good. You're like, they aren't as good as people make them be. Did you change your opinion at all this game?
I think I've changed my opinion on your manager. I think he's a good manager. He looks like a good coach. I think he probably made a few wrong decisions. Like I think playing Reece James after he hasn't played for God knows how long was probably a bit of a faux pas. But you know, at the end of the day, you lost probably two of your best players this season in the likes of, I mean, Cucurella's probably been your best player for me. I think he's been absolutely brilliant this season.
Don't say that to Mo.
He's a big miss. Like you put Gusto against Mo, and Mo had him for strength as well. Not only pace, but also strength. So I can see you getting top four. I can see you, Villa, and you know, maybe Brighton fighting for that, but depending on how you get on with more transfers, because I think it was Jamie Carragher said you're probably two players away from a title challenge. I think your goalkeeper's awful. Like Like, did you actually see what your goalkeeper did when he kicked it against Gakpo?
Yeah. No one's mentioned that. No one's mentioned
that.
First half against Jota, I think it was, right?
We know.
Was it Jota?
We
Or
know.
Gakpo? He kicked it. He literally passed it to him. He's
how did Reece score against Chelsea?
He's a joke.
Chelsea, you guys are the 4th best team in this league, and I think that today completely solidified that. I mean, to me, if I were a Chelsea fan, what I would be looking at after today I like, again, screw the referees. What I would be saying to myself is we had 58% possession at Anfield, and ultimately, I don't feel like we created enough clear-cut opportunities. I don't feel like we created enough Cole Palmer, but you also proved that you could go to rough opposition and you can control possession of games. So, like, I understand that, people are going to banter and they're going to say you guys are rooting for a loss. It is what it is. Sometimes the result just doesn't go your way. But if you're a Chelsea fan, seriously, it's like, how much more of the ball would you need to score a goal? Because if it's more than 58%, I'm just going to say this is just you're trying to play FIFA.
The only thing I'll caveat, Mike, and I think you are listen, we're not going to do a lot of backstabbing here because we're rivals and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But you are without doubt the best team that this team has faced. I won't really count City because it was like an opening day season thing. But I think you're the best team that we faced. I would also say this: my one big criticism of Maresca was the substitutions after you scored the second. It was like there were only 5-6 minutes in. It's like, why didn't you just make that at half time? Then the team knows how it's setting up for the second half. Do you know what I mean? We would have been fine if you want to take Reece James and Lavia off because they've only just come back. Absolutely fine. That's why I didn't get that change right there and then. It just didn't make much sense to me. I would, like I said, and just like I said, you're the best team we've faced by far. There's not any competition.
I'm just glad that we.
The only thing I can think is maybe he did that because they wanted to give him a bit more time for the subs to warm up.
5-6 minutes. Like it doesn't. I could understand if it was like 15 minutes, like 6 on 6.
It was also a triple substitution, and he made one halftime. He put
exactly. Yeah,
I
didn't really. Yeah, that's
he was already
fair enough.
Yeah, no, I think like if you're going to do that, that's fine. Do it at halftime. Everyone then knows what's happening on the outset of the second half. But it's like I said, I didn't think they made we suffered or anything. But
my biggest criticism of Maresca sometimes is putting in Kuku way too wide, and I don't like it. And Kuku does not like to be in that wide positions. I think he's right beside striker or a central forward. He likes tight spaces. He does not like open spaces. And
I would have asked Alex. I don't know if you agree. If he was going to take off Madueke, no problem. I would have pushed Palmer to the right and just put in Kuku in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would
leave Neto on the left because on the right he always cuts in on his left anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, so it's like just
same thing. Same thing.
Swap.
Or if you want, if we're behind. Take one.
But it's little tiny. It's tiny.
I'm gonna say something that is kind of controversial.
Hold on, Mo. We're not finished.
What are you talking about? That? What are you talking about? The players?
Diego.
I think the players are punching above their weight. All of them. Enzo Maresca is getting the best out of all of them. Jackson, Jadon Sancho, Noni Madueke. Yeah. Him making tactical changes.
He is because they are very.
I think
players. They're very inconsistent players, and he's making them consistent.
To be honest with you, actually, I think the Romeo Lavia and the Reece James were just fitness substitutions. He's just scared to get injured. It's very simple. After he scored, because he scored early, he wasn't planning to sub them that early. But once he scored, he subbed them off.
I think he was intent to sub them even before they were scored. I think there was the two ways the way you approach the injury players. You either bring them at the end for a couple of minutes for running or bring them at the beginning. I think I like the idea from the beginning. It's because when you bring injury player to high intense game in the 15, like you can over push sometimes, especially if you're goal down. You can push yourself to re-injure. I am okay with that, with bringing them before. My problem is sometimes he puts the players out of positions, and Cole Palmer is better on the right, and then Cook was better on the.
Did Maresca actually say that? Did he say that the decisions are for the noise of the crowd.
Thank you.
Then
I agree. That penalty.
Listen, it's 101 thing in it.
So
really.
were everyone wrong about Chelsea? Everyone?
No.
Were everyone from the rivals wrong about Chelsea?
Only HUSAM was wrong.
I didn't.
No, it's a lot of people that didn't predict Chelsea to actually be in the top 4 at all.
Oh, I don't care about that.
I think the term
HUSAM's feelings.
I think I've
The
used
problem
the
is at the end. I don't know what Husam's in your head, Alex. Just don't worry about Husam. He's not here.
I
I know why he's in your head.
Alex and Hussam have a hate relationship, which is quite funny.
No. I actually like Husam, but lately, this couple of months,
But I guess I want to kill him.
he went on Chelsea's hate like nobody's. Like
Chelsea are a good top 4 team. He just released a video saying I was wrong about Chelsea.
Yeah, he did say after his stream.
I don't accept his apology.
I don't think it's an apology.
I think I said on your last show,
I mean,
Mo, that Chelsea are probably there or thereabouts top 4. Like I did say
Mo,
that, and you should be. You spent $1 billion. Like
yeah, and also he didn't.
You've got about
you were running
players.
into Husam's chat on Friday. When I was on Husam's panel, you walked in and you commented, Mike is scared. Mike is scared of Chelsea because I was giving them respect. I think that Chelsea always had the potential to be a good team that showed up against other good teams. Now, whether or not that was the manager or it was just frustrations or experience, based on watching their games last season. If you look at the beginning of last season with Mauricio Pochettino, the majority of their drop points was because they failed to convert chances, not because they got booted off the park, but because they beat themselves, right? All they needed was someone to come in and make sure that Chelsea weren't the ones who were beating Chelsea on the day, like they were at the beginning of last season. Then they got it together at the end of last season, and they always had quality. And they also showed up against the big teams. Bar, the whole Liverpool 4-1, the majority of the time they were playing big teams, they were getting draws or they were tightly competitive games. So, I never wanted to, obviously, you could banter them to banter. It is what it is. You spent £1 billion, but at the end of the day, it's just banter. Like underneath all of that banter is a respect for the players that they have on the pitch. Because
you will still take Caicedo at your club. You will still.
I would rather have
Caicedo.
Alex, don't rise to the bait, my friend. I don't know why you do it. Don't rise to.
Well, more posted with it right here in front of me. How I can ignore it?
I'd rather have Cucurella.
What's the problem? He loves Darwin Nunes.
Who's the best player on the pitch? Who's the best player on the pitch?
It gave it. I think Sky gave it to Curtis Jones, right?
100%.
I think
he gave it to Curtis Jones.
Jones or Mo.
It was the best.
Jones or Mo.
Yeah.
I think Curtis Jones had a very good game. Very surprising. Well, probably not to Liverpool fans, but to rival fans probably who don't only watch highlights of Liverpool.
He has one of those games.
He had a very good game.
So we all now think that this Chelsea cannot repeat the Spurs of last season. They aren't.
No. So there's two things from my opinion, right? Are Chelsea a decent team? Yes, absolutely. I think they've proved that they're capable of getting top 4. I was actually quite okay, and I'll prefix this by saying I didn't watch the whole game. I only caught the first 45 minutes that I was paying attention to, and then I had it on in the background kind of thing. So some of my takes may be a little bit harsh, but I was actually quite disappointed in the way we played. Now people will say that you're harking back too much to the Klopp era but I felt we did lack a bit too much aggression. We gave them a bit too much respect. We conceded a bit too much territory, especially at home. I don't like us to do that. I think we should have been more aggressive, and I think if we play to our potential, like I said at the time before the game, I think if we play to our best and Chelsea play to their best, I think we're a much better team. I thought that home game, Sunday night, all that kind of stuff, I predicted a 3-0 win. So based on that prediction and based on the way we played, I was actually disappointed. Of course, ultimately, a win's a win, so I'm happy with it. But I was just a bit disappointed in the way that we approached the game.
Don't you think, Rakesh, don't you think your game would have been more... I know what you're saying, like the way Klopp used to, but that's how we play best against when we have when we have team running at us, that's what
Mhm.
Mike's saying, that we look like a counter. It's not a counter. It's 1-2 switch quick. Midfield does not hold for the ball. I think I understand what you're saying, but it would have been 50-50.
It would have opened the game up more for sure,
yeah.
and it would have been more of a what's the phrase?
Basketball game.
Basketball game. Yes, exactly. You know,
Never
you
having
shoot,
that.
we shoot, we score, we score. And it is a little bit of a lottery. It's just that in those games, I still fancy us to win 9 times out of 10, and I would still fancy us to win 9 times out of 10. Yeah, and I just think we're used to being aggressive. And look, I know sometimes with Slot coming in, maybe you sometimes have to take 2 steps back, and then you can take 1 step forward in terms of aggression. So maybe he wants us to be more, cautious, conservative, however you want to describe it, for whilst everybody gets ready. Yeah, because there is an adjustment, right, in terms of him, his tactics, the training, all this kind of stuff.
Let me ask Liverpool fans a question then.
I
understand what you're saying.
Can I just say something on top of that? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, I think I've said this on other shows as well. I think Liverpool fans want to see Liverpool the way they want to see Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's everybody, not only.
And we've been used to that style of play for so long. And I'm sorry, my heart can't take it, and Liverpool fans' hearts probably can't take it either. And if you look at the last 5 minutes of that game, that was the old Liverpool, where Chelsea were just winging the ball in, and obviously Viega nearly got the equaliser. You know, that's the type of old Liverpool where it is giving the ball back, coming back at us. Like, why the hell are you attacking and not just taking it into the corner flag? You're winning 2-1, and it's in the 90th minute. But what we need to look at is we need to look at how we do things now. And look, we scored 25 goals and we conceded 5 goals. We've won 10 out of 11 games. There hasn't been one game that's had an XG over 1.5 in any game this season. And that was the Bournemouth game when we didn't even concede a goal. Like, today, it was under 1 XG again. Like, every game is under 1 goal. Like,
I can't believe it.
The goal you scored today was 0.4 XG. That's how good that strike was. Like, that's what we are limiting teams to in games. We're gonna let teams have more possession when we think it makes sense. If we score a goal, we're just gonna go, you can have the ball now. Like, we don't need to attack.
I think your manager is brilliant, and
brilliant.
The reason why he's brilliant is because people now saying like Trent is a good defender. There's the things about it, because Jurgen Klopp always had the rock and roll style. Yep, fullbacks are running madness on the sidelines. You cannot do that kind of running for more than 2-3 seasons. You have to have somebody that can do the same job. What this manager understands is you need to save those, because you don't have nobody else beside them. Robinson cannot go barge down a wing all day. He ain't young. So does Trent. Trent becomes better defender because he doesn't have counter running backwards and defending. Every defender is exposed when somebody runs against him. When you sit in still and let defend from flat foot, that's why he's a better defender. Not because first of all, name me the dangerous position that he did today in offensive way. There's none, but everybody remember him as a defensive. It's because he wasn't had to run on the sides.
But also, Alex, defensive prowess, if you want to call it, for a team, is so much more than just being a one-on-one good defender. The best defenses are good structurally as a unit, right? Because then you've always got someone in front of the player who's attacking you, or behind of the player who's attacking you, or at least capable of covering those spaces if it does go wrong, right? So I get that, and I also get what you guys say when perhaps in the long term, over the course of the season, this approach is going to show pay dividends, because we're not going to get to March, April, May and be totally shattered and be totally knackered and have so many injuries.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And that's also the reason why I said I don't felt we got out of second gear. And it wasn't being disrespectful to you. It wasn't.
It's not about
it didn't feel like Liverpool were going crazy.
An offensive way, maybe you could have been more direct going forward or quicker, but that will be, again, I don't care how good are your defender. When you have somebody running at your face with the full like 10 yards field, I don't care how good your defender. You're gonna be exposed. And Trent would have been like today.
You know, I didn't think Trent was okay. Was good as good as people make him be today. He was just
no, he wasn't.
He was
offensively. He actually was offensively. He wasn't great.
He should have been subbed earlier.
He didn't pass the ball a lot, and it helped him that someone that is slow as Sancho was really dribbling from a standing still position. And this is why when I did the preview before the game, I said Neto should have started on the left side. Give him a chance.
Trent. He cooked Trent when he came on. He cooked him.
He didn't cook him that much, but he took him to the line many times.
He got taken off for Gomez.
What I wanted to see is that you have Trent, right? As an opposition. Go at him with a speedy winger, not a guy that dribbles from a standing still position like Sancho. Yes, it was the penalty here and there, but otherwise, it's easy for Trent to usher Sancho where he wanted, because Sancho is not a quick guy.
That was my thing.
Trent was good today.
That's why I didn't understand why because we did it. It was very weird. We did it more on the right hand side, obviously in the first half, Madueke and Robertson. Then we tried to do it on the other side. Huh? No. But what I'm saying is that why didn't we stick to that same tactic on both sides? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know what
he's
happened.
protecting Sancho, server. Again,
listen.
He starting Sancho today is a protection thing. The reason why, and I'm saying this, Romeo Lavia suited this game way more than Enzo Fernandez. Physicality. I saw Szoboszlai bouncing of Lavia. I saw the guys. Romeo Lavia suited the game, right? Physicality. Right. Enzo Fernandez came on the pitch and he was eaten alive physically. It was very obvious, right, bro? The guy physically cannot. He's not fit. Bro, they ate him alive, bro, physically, right, on the pitch. Jadon Sancho today, the game didn't suit it. And it was very obvious when Neto got in, it was, I'm going to get the ball, I'm going to run at this guy. Every time I'm getting the ball, I'm taking him to the line. And I'm trying to cross.
Maresca, I think you're right. And Maresca recognized that when he subbed him at half time.
Hold on. I have to push back here on this whole Trent thing, because even when
Neto, protection for here comes Grealish. Now Trent is the Grealish of Liverpool. Go ahead.
No. Because I speak objectively.
Give it to me, bro.
I don't speak with emotion, Mo. Regardless,
I know you
second
don't.
Half,
love your mic.
The second half, Pedro Neto was doing exactly what you said, and every single time he tried to bypass the left side. Every single time he tried to do it, Trent was there. Trent pushed him off enough. I'm not saying that he won a challenge, but he pushed him off enough. I believe only one time Neto got the ball in across the face of goal, and it ended up directly at Konate's foot. But outside of that, now what I will say is, it's not like Trent all of a sudden is looking like the best defending right back in the world. It's just that everyone disrespected his defending so much that now when he's doing what a right back should do, we do need to praise that and point that out, because to be honest with you, the worst right back on the pitch today.
Attributes are not showing.
I know.
Best attributes were forward. All of a
that's
sudden,
a totally different conversation, Alex, because he was abysmal going forward. All he did was play hoofball and turn it over time and time again. I'm not arguing against that.
Thank you. Someone said it finally.
But if we want to talk about poor right back performances, we have to talk about Reece James, because first and foremost, he tries to play Curtis Jones offside, even though whoever the center back was already playing Curtis Jones onside. He was 5 yards onside. If he tracks Curtis Jones in there, all of a sudden Curtis can't take a touch. And then the offside goal from Mohamed Salah, when Mohamed Salah gets the ball where he should never have been offside, because that ball needed to be played sooner by Curtis Jones and it would have been 2-0. But the offside ball, Reece Jones was asleep and Cody Gakpo bypasses him.
I think James was playing offside. I think he thinks that cross is going behind him. He not even looking at person that runs from the middle. I think you play offside the guy behind him.
Let's face it.
which is
I'm saying he made a mistake. He made a mistake.
Okay. Let's face it, we were. I think even the most ardent Chelsea fan was surprised this guy started, let alone was on even on the bench.
I said that. I'm not even a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he didn't like save him for the like. No offense, but like again in midweek or the Newcastle game, against like other opposition. I don't know. You're right though. You got to criticize him for just the awareness of the second goal. I don't know what he's thinking. I haven't seen any quotes, anything asking him or him tweeting out.
I just watched it again. I can explain very well.
It's midfield.
Can I explain now?
I've only watched it once, so you explain.
Okay, I just watched it again. I'm gonna explain what Reece James was doing. Reece James is playing Darwin Núñez offside.
I'm telling you,
he's playing Darwin Núñez. The cross looks like it's going to Núñez, and Reece James was the last guy on that line. And he's playing Núñez. He's not even paying attention to the midfielder that's coming from behind. That's also awareness-wise, yes. But you know who should be tracking that midfielder, right?
Should be watching.
Do you know who should be tracking that? Is one of the midfielder guys. I just watched it. He's looking at Núñez, and he was holding Núñez on side. And he steps up, thinking that the cross is going to Núñez. I actually didn't think that at all. It's awareness. It's a mistake. We agree. It's a mistake, right? It's a mistake because you aren't aware of what is around you.
Yeah.
He has Cody Gakpo behind, if I'm not mistaken, and he has Núñez in front of him, and he's playing Núñez offside. He has no idea that Curtis Jones is coming.
If you think about it, midfielders are supposed to watch this midfield run.
But the thing is, that's right. Speaking as a defender, that's so difficult to defend when you've got runners coming from deep and you're already in your position because you're taking a position off another attacker. What do you do in that scenario? You've got a split second. I think Alex is right. The only person that can really stop that is the midfielder who's tracking his run.
It was a defensive disaster. That's what the whole defense.
Yeah.
And a world class.
It's a late run from a high line
and exceptional movement.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is also
Curtis Jones' run was amazing, to be honest.
But I also know Mike. I know Mike agrees to this.
He did it twice.
I'm sorry, but I will still say Sanchez should have got off his line quicker. I'm
100%. He tried to block up in your post.
If you look at, I think Curtis Jones, he doesn't control it 100% like that. He's sort of like, but he still has enough time to then still get on it and then put it past the goalkeeper.
He didn't even stick out his left arm. Why do goal again? He didn't even stick out his left arm.
Do you guys want to see that? Do you guys know what Sanchez did? He turned his face away.
Yeah.
Oh no!
But Mo.
He thinks that he was going to be first.
He turned his face away. He got scared. He actually turned his face away like this.
Because Mo, he was thinking he's gonna hit the first time.
I'm just watched it, bro. He turned his face away.
He was thinking he's gonna hit the first time.
He literally got scared.
This guy's a scrub. I keep saying it. He's a scrub. He's an absolute scrub.
Goalkeeper got scared.
It's still an unbelievable finish. I'm not.
100%. It's great from to be honest.
It's a great finish.
I'm just saying, that he was gonna hit the ball first time.
But I'm gonna say something. Everyone that wants to criticize Reece James, you guys forgot that Reece James, the last game he played was in December. It's October.
Of course. I don't think he should have been playing.
I don't think he just got thrown into the deep end against Liverpool at Anfield. Yes, he's experienced, the captain, and I think he played all right.
Yes, I think so.
Apart from that one, I thought Reece James connected a lot of passes.
I actually think
he was included in the build-up play. Everyone that says that Reece James didn't play well, based on what? Cody Gakpo had nothing. He wasn't amazing, of course. He wasn't amazing. But people making it as he was rubbish. What did Cody Gakpo do? Nothing. Right?
What I'm saying, do you think if you will watch that cross coming, if you watch that,
and he burned that
cross coming,
and what? He got involved in what?
He said he scored an offside goal. That's what Mike said. He said Gakpo scored an offside goal.
And he burned Reece James at the same time. That was what I was trying to make. I know that it was offside, but even on an offside goal, you still have to question what your right back is doing, allowing Cody Gakpo to be there and allowing that cross to bypass.
Is that good? He knew he was offside. He does not.
He's offside. offside.
All right. Okay. It was this much offside. Okay.
Wasn't it Salah that was offside? When Salah got the ball, he was offside.
Salah was offside.
Salah was offside
But that was
Curtis
Dawson.
Jones.
But that was Dawson. If you watch
Curtis
Dawson,
Jones didn't play it
Dawson was
early
the
enough.
one that knew that Salah is going up. That was brilliant from Dawson.
It
actually,
was.
to put
But
Salah
Curtis Jones should have played it earlier.
The
He should
highlights
have also
are
played the ball
rubbish,
a split
bro.
second
They don't have
sooner.
all the chances and all the.
They don't even have Soboslai's one-on-one on the highlight. I'm like,
bro, they are absolutely rubbish. These highlights, bro.
I think it's time sensitive. So I think it's time.
I want to rewatch it, Alex. I want to see how badly Sobos scuffed it. Like, I need to see that.
Like, it's rubbish.
Was fucking
what I'm
dreadful.
say, genuine question: do you think Reece's position on that conceding goal was wrong? Because I don't think it was wrong.
No, it's just a great run.
I think it was just very unfortunate.
No. Like, it's a brilliant run from the midfield. What does he supposed to do against the runner from the midfield?
Midfield should track him.
Exactly. Either midfield or centre back.
If he doesn't, I'll just be happy if he manages to make it to the squad next week.
Yeah, the only thing he's making is cookie jar.
Yeah,
it was unfortunate, and it looked like it was something that it wasn't. But now that you guys have gone through and said that,
let me do a couple of these super chats because there is a question. There is a question here from Skull-X. Big up, my man from the super chat. Appreciate you. If Lavia stays fit, where does he rank in midfielders in the league? And where do you rank Chelsea midfield? Are the big six? Very good super chat. Where do we rank Lavia?
First of all, when you do that, make sure the capital letters and if are like big, because that's the biggest word.
Uppercase if.
I think what it proved today though is Lavia. Caicedo, you can see it. Caicedo plays differently with Lavia. You can just see he's more confident with Lavia. You know, he's not overthinking things. He's, not having to overstretch himself, stuff like that. Lavia was just, his passing today was just phenomenal. Lavia, just out of 45 minutes, he's just such a difference. We've just got to keep him fit. Play him once a week. I don't need him in any cups or anything like that. Just play him once a week in the league. He's a very, very good player, and you can see why everyone was after him. But again, the biggest word in that super chat is if he can stay fit.
He's not fit yet. That's the thing.
He's not match
second
fit
season
yet.
now. You guys know a season now, and in 8 games he played 6 games for Chelsea total. I can't judge a player that played 6 games. I just can't.
But
he was there.
But most of them in preseason.
Most of them in preseason.
But this is why we also need to just look. I think Lavia's got a huge amount of potential. I was disappointed we didn't sign him.
He's not in any conversation with the best midfielder.
But we shouldn't even be thinking about ranking him in like some kind of midfielders, top 10 midfielders in the league. Just let the kid play. Let the kid see what he can achieve. And once he's got maybe a season and a half under his belt, then we can talk about it. It's I also like the whole Palmer thing. Palmer being the best player in the world, there's certain words that was also a little bit premature. I think he's been exceptional. He's had an exceptional season, but that's that's a little bit too soon to be talking in those grand terms. Just let him get fit, let him play, let him have a good season. I think he's definitely capable of it. And then let's see, once we've got enough of a body of work, then we can maybe start doing this kind of ranking thing. But
I agree.
He's got incredible potential.
No wonder it's Arsenal fan asking a question. Like,
that's a Chelsea fan. Alex a Chelsea fan. Where do you rank this Chelsea midfield? Palmer, Caicedo, Lavia. It's the same. It's the same thing. Can I ask you guys an honest question? Can I ask everyone on the panel, and I want to ask everyone in the chat? Curtis Jones, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Lavia, Caicedo, Palmer. Who was better today as midfielder?
Our midfield was better today.
Remember, they have a midfielder that scored and won a penalty, so that just make sure to count that part of it.
I don't know. I mean, everyone says that like Gravenberch had a great game, but you don't want to see your defensive midfielder like play really. Yeah. So did he have a bad game? Like
he have a very good game actually, Gravenberch.
Like I didn't. I
thought Gravenberch and Caicedo were
doing the best as a defensive midfielder.
I think we saw why they're I think we saw why they're the 2 best at this moment in the league. I think that's why we saw.
I really thought Gravenberch was great.
I thought Gravenberch was bad. I thought he grew into the game more.
Yeah.
But this is all like just like we were talking about Lavia. Like I don't even want to be saying stuff like Gravenberch best midfield, and like I just want to let.
No, I'm just going on form. I'm just going on form.
Yeah, no.
Latvia doesn't even have form, Rack. Latvia played 2 halves in this season.
Andrew, I know what you're saying. But I've been really, really impressed with Gravenberch this season. He's changed my opinion because I've never seen him play in midfield, so I didn't have anything to go by, and he's really impressed me. But again, when I hear people saying, even when it comes to form, I just let him do his thing, and then give him half a season the season.
Yeah. That's another test next week, isn't it? Against Arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I said this on the terrace.
If Liverpool win against Arsenal, it's going to be peak.
That would be glorious. That would be absolutely glorious.
It is going to be peak.
That's gonna be more.
It's gonna be peak, bro.
I have a joke. Can I say it?
If Arteta at home, go ahead, Drac. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Drac. Because
just one last thing. I said this on the terrace. Look, as brilliant as Gravenberch has been, and as much as I've enjoyed watching him playing, if he had a bit of a drop off in the next few games or whatever, should anybody be surprised? And I would argue no, because this is the first time he's playing consistently in the Premier League. First time he's playing in this position. Let's just. I don't want to put too much consistent. He's not listening to what I'm saying. So I'm not. Yeah, I'm talking about Gravenberch.
He's not playing with consistent.
Definitely listening to what you're saying, but fine.
Yeah. So he's not listening to me. But this is why I just want to say, hopefully he does well. Hopefully he continues to go out, and I'll continue to praise him. And then let's see where he is at the end of the season and stuff.
Just forgive me for half a second. Were you saying that you didn't think that he played very well today?
No. I'm saying that would anybody be surprised if in the next 2 or 3 weeks, if he, from the high level that he's been playing so far this season, if he had a bit of a dip, it wouldn't surprise me because he must still be adapting.
Played on the right.
He's also young. He's only 22.
He's young. Yeah.
22.
Yeah. Like you challenges Arsenal next week, and you had I have a joke. That joke. Can I say it? Please. Can I say that joke?
Alex, you got to say it anyway.
I'm worried. It's a joke that only makes you laugh.
I was saying what Bournemouth is a cherry, right? Is the thing.
Here we go.
And Arsenal lost the first game of the season. It's like a pop in the cherry. So cherry pop the cherry.
I knew he would. I knew it was a joke that only made it. Having streamed with him for years, I know it was a joke that made him only laugh because he was laughing before he told it. So I knew he was only going to be one that he was only going to. So Mo should have had a tumbleweed video just to roll past that when you said that, Alex. That's what you should have had, right?
It's a dad joke, man.
Let me do the Red Indian.
Very bad joke.
Guys, let me just do these super chats. And then we can move on to Liverpool. Rakesh, the reason why we didn't go, how do people know that his name is Rakesh? It's Chris. The reason why we didn't go for it is because the match was unfortunately after international break. Players were tired, risking injuries. He's a Liverpool fan.
That is somewhat of a fair point because to be honest with you, McAllister not being in there, it's a different side. But listen, in the same breath, I also have to say that if Cucurella and Fofana weren't idiots and got 6 red cards, this game would have also been.
Bro, Cucurella is a bum. He wouldn't have made a difference in this game.
You're talking rubbish.
Cucurella would not have made any difference.
I don't speak agendas.
I don't have agendas. I went to his stats, bro. Everyone knows there's a lot of players that are better than him. Bro, the guy doesn't contribute offensively nor defensively, bro. He doesn't, bro.
Your vein is about to pop on your forehead.
That's Cucurella, bro.
I love the way the Chelsea fans are fighting over their player.
No. we don't want
we do that over Nunes, so don't worry about it.
No, me and Alex in agreement with Cucurella. We think Cucurella's been good this season. Mo's just got this weird thing about him. That's what
Vega in the midfield was
Neto and Sancho, bad outputs was on them, not Trent. Lol. What?
It's ridiculous. Defense.
He's saying that Trent had nothing to do with it. They played. They weren't good enough.
No, actually, I thought Neto had an output. Why is it Neto's fucking problem when he dribbles and go cross it across the 18 and everyone is watching him? Why is it Neto's problem if he's playing it to Palmer and Palmer took 3 seconds to put the ball under control to shoot the ball? Suppose I came from the next field to block that shot, bro. Like suppose I wasn't even in the frame.
That's my 10 you're talking about.
He wasn't even in the frame. Like it's not on, and then it's not Trent. Didn't play well against Neto, but also Neto.
Listen, I love Blaine's. I love Blaine's blind loyalty. I love it because if Gakpo if Reece James had played a 49 minutes and it ended a draw 0-0 or something, and Reece James had locked up whoever was on the left hand side did. Blaze would be talking about how Reece James had a masterclass on his return. He locked up every single Liverpool left winger. I love Blaze's blind. It's beautiful. Some fans just have it. I don't know if he's on a wind up or a trolling session, but he'll just be. I'm glad he's here. Blind loyalty. I do like it, but yeah. Let's face it. Trent had a very good defensive game today. Had a very good defense.
Red Indian is saying Chelsea were lucky not getting destroyed because we were not full strength. Hold on. Chelsea also not sure will finish top 4, all forgetting about Villa, Trent playing 3 English games.
What? Villa are not that good. Can we please end this conversation?
Yeah.
I think we're good. I don't think we're good playing 2 times a week. I think we struggle in the Champions League. I think we struggle with having Champions League.
It's an open race for 4th. It's an open race for 4th.
100%. And you two are the only teams that I would even consider to put in that
conversation. I think it's between us and Villa. I think Brighton will fall off. I've got to be honest. I think Brighton will fall off a bit, but I think they'll be close. But I won't say Tottenham at all on anything because they're Spursy. But I think it's between us and Villa. I won't have Newcastle because I've watched Newcastle. I think that's the most fraudulent points anyone's ever got this season.
Tell you the truth, the way Arsenal injuries are, I don't know, man.
What don't you know?
People think that oh my god, that DJ Khaled from Al Hawa, what's that thing? Thinks that
I don't understand why you have some beef with the Al Hawa guys. We're in Footy Judge Mo. What in the HUSAM's channel?
No, because we're only there. I don't see him like what his name said. His face. Yeah, Saad. DJ Khaled in disguise. That guy thinks that what's his name? Odegaard is coming. Odegaard is not going to be there until next year. I promise you he's not going to be there.
And someone's saying December.
Yeah. December is possible.
It was always going to be December.
No, mid-December possible. They said mid-December possible.
I don't think anyone knows.
Back until January.
No one knows. They don't know. Arsenal's don't know.
Exactly.
Okay. Palmer will be back, inshallah. Inshallah, Tanya. Inshallah. Once Palmer start performing against top teams, inshallah, he will go back to be the best player in the world. We know it's cycle with Chelsea fans.
That's like
it's cycle with everyone. He will go perform, score 2-3 goals.
Just everyone except Mo.
It's like a cycle. It's like he goes, performs very well. He's the best player in the world. Then he goes a game, he's missing a little bit, get marked out the game. Oh, he's still young, experienced. Give him some break. Cut him some slack. He's 22.
I'm still adamant.
You know what I mean? You know how it goes, and then it goes back, and then he performs. Cole Palmer and everyone.
I'm still adamant. He hasn't hit levels of last season yet. I'm still adamant he hasn't hit levels of last season.
Are you going to be saying he's young when he's 25?
No, we're not going to do the Jesse Lingard thing. You know when he reaches 29 years old.
The player in the Premier League that gets this young guy is only one guy. It's Amad Diallo. Bro, Amad Diallo's 23 years old. And every time you talk to them, they make you feel like he's 18.
No, it's Jack Grealish, bro. I'm telling you, it's Jack Grealish.
Not even 18. They make you feel like he's Lamine Yamal in the Euro.
Bro, he's like, he's not like he's gonna learn. He needs more time. He needs more game time. Bro, if the guy is good at 23, bro, Garnacho start over him.
No, this is the way they talk about, bro. Jack Grealish, I think he's turned 29, about to turn 29. They still speak about Jack Grealish.
Pretty
boy?
22. Pretty boy.
Like he's 22, 23. Yeah, they still speak like he's
the same age for Man United? The one, Jesse Lingard.
Yes, 29.
Remember, 25 years old, upcoming star, Jesse Lingard. Upcoming star, Jesse Lingard, 25 years old.
Liverpool also does it with Curtis Jones. Everyone acts like Curtis Jones is still 18 years old.
We did it with Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
How old is this guy now?
23.
No, but 20, I think 23 is right at the top of being young, right?
20
When you get 24, 25, 26, 27,
You're
28, 29, and then 30 is when you're becoming an old player. 20, like back in the day, if you made your debut when you were 22, 23, you were still considered like a young player.
Yeah.
But now those kids are on steroids, man.
Steffo Rashford. Steffo Rashford.
It's called HGH, Max.
Steffo
It's called HGH and stem cell treatment.
Exactly. Those kids are not kids anymore.
It's called the Lionel Messi diet.
They don't hit puberty. They don't hit puberty. They bypass it. They literally bypass it.
Have you seen the guy we've got, Armanalo, who's 17 years old? He's got a full beard. Like he's got a full beard.
I live in the United States.
Literally a full
You're gonna
beard.
see high school football players, American football players, and by high school, you will think,
oh my god,
yeah. Let me finalize this. Let me finish this super chat, guys. We have still about 570 people here. Guys, you aren't hitting the like button. It is unacceptable to have anything less than 300 likes on the stream. Like the video underneath the live chat, people. Tiang Yang, Badia Shili was surprisingly good. Yes. Wallahi, I was about to say that. How did the guy came on the pitch and looked good? I don't know. I don't know.
Going up against Darwin Nunes.
I think he had a
Darwin Nunes is trying so hard to get in the good side of
Darwin was also good.
It's unbelievable.
He was good today. He was good today. I'm not
in what aspect?
Darwin.
In what aspect?
Defensively.
Wait. Mike.
I got you. Tracking back, defensively, build up play, and he had the best pass of the game.
Oh, so he got everything to his game now.
Pass of the game.
No, dude. Darwin
and
Nunes
the Jones one
was a 50-yard pass that split directly in between two Chelsea players that led to a direct attack on goal. I know that Mose was a goal, but ultimately the ball lands and there's no one within 10 yards of Curtis Jones. Darwin Nunes had to thread a needle at full pace in the middle of his own half. Like, just on a footballing perspective, that's a more difficult pass to make. It didn't lead to a goal, though, so Mose is better.
I think Van Dijk was one player that everybody keeps forgetting in this game, because that defensive line, the line itself, like people talking about Saliba, Rolls Royce, this is really Rolls Royce.
The best defender ever to play in the Premier League, anyway.
What?
Oh,
100%. Van Dijk.
Van Dijk opening up cans. He's just opening cans left and right.
Van Dijk. Hold on. Everybody quiet. Mo.
Don't do it.
He's the best.
Van Dijk is the best individual defender to ever play in the Premier League in the modern era, because I didn't watch before.
What is the modern era? What is the modern era?
Probably since I started watching, like, let's say 2000 and more.
It was nice to see you guys.
Let's move on. I've got work tomorrow.
I can't.
Everyone is so protective of their players. Everyone is very protective of their players.
I'm not talking about just my own players. I just mean generally, he's very good. He's up there in a discussion of great.
Who is better than him individually?
John Terry.
John Terry is better than him. Can you tell me John Terry is better than him in what aspect?
Every part of the game.
Any part of the game.
Every part of the game. Is he better reading than Van Dijk?
Yes.
Better one-on-one defender than Van Dijk?
Yes.
Quicker than Van Dijk? Stronger than Van Dijk?
Didn't have to be quicker.
Header,
he's not there.
faster.
He's not there. He got in positions that were quick because he didn't have pace. He got in positions there. It was quick.
Can I ask you?
Let me just carry this. As a man, as a man,
hear me out. Just for people to understand, I am not saying John Terry is not good. John Terry is phenomenal. Let me just finish, Alex, the take. Let me just finish. John Terry is amazing. One of my favorite defenders to watch. I just believe individually Van Dijk edges it for other reasons.
I won't have this conversation because it won't be a winner. It's like the Mo Salah thing. It won't be a winner.
He's not even close to Vidic.
Can I ask you one
question?
He's
not even close to Vidic.
You're saying he's not close to Vidic?
Yes.
Alex. Oh, no. I'm not having that. He's better than Vidic. No, he's better than Vidic.
I was happy to stay out of this conversation. And then you brought up that fourth name. Come on.
Can I just say I'm not backing the Vidic thing? I'm not backing the Vidic thing. I'm not doing that. I'm not backing the Vidic thing.
He's not better than Vidic. He's not better than...
Can I ask you one question? Can I ask you one question about John Terry?
Yeah.
Who has John Terry's partners been? Name them. And then name Virgil van Dijk's partners. for Liverpool.
Oh my God, is it like
John Terry's done the same for the partners he's been with. Look at the partners John Terry's been with. But what I'm saying is, this is a competition. This is a conversation that has no winners.
David Luiz, Alex. What's his name?
Okay, David Luiz.
There we go.
No, what Mac is saying is that Virgil van Dijk has played. His partners have been Joe Gomez, Dejan Lovren, Konate has been a solid partner for the last, but young and up and down. Joel Matip. Okay, the problem with Joel Matip, and look, I'm a Liverpool fan, right? Joel Matip, I'll give him a lot of credit, but Joel Matip played with Lovren, and both of them look totally useless, right? The consistent partner and the consistent performer for Liverpool at centre-back has been Virgil van Dijk. Everyone else looks good with him. If you take Virgil van Dijk away and you play Joe Gomez with Joel Matip or Joel Matip with Lovren, I'm absolutely certain they don't look anywhere near as good.
Do you know why, Rack? I said individual, right? It's not about the partnership. The reason why I said individual, it's about by himself, Virgil van Dijk, by himself is the best defender. It's exactly by himself. Put Van Dijk with anywhere, he'll perform. I believe the fortunes of Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp changed in January 2018 when he signed. That 16, 17. In January 17? 17. In January 17 when they reached the Champions League final, the fortunes of Liverpool Football Club changed that time. This guy is ridiculously good to the point that, in my opinion, yes, you can say John Terry won trophies. John Terry won some Premier Leagues, yes, won more than him, won a Champions League with Chelsea as well. Van Dijk is the main culprit for this Liverpool, the way of they play. They changed the way of play because of him.
Say that. Okay. He's the best
John Terry was the same to Chelsea. John Terry was the same.
No, I'm going to pull down on it. I believe Van Dijk is the best individual defender I've watched in the Premier League.
That's fine. That's your, but I'm not going to argue. That's your opinion.
No one is going to win this conversation.
Once again, I will not back the Vidic statement. I just won't back the Vidic statement.
I think Vidic. Maybe I'm pushing, but Vidic and what's his name and partnership with what's his name with
Rio Ferdinand. You have more of an argument with Rio than Vidic. You do realize?
No, right? Rio. I'm saying like even.
Oh, he's saying Rio and Terry are levels. He's saying there is
Rio
and Terry. Okay, hold on. That's what he got to say. That's what. Sorry, that's what Alex is saying.
Did you say Gal? Did you say Gal? Say Gal.
I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is
he's saying John Terry and Rio here, and there is the Vidic, and who else? The Carvalho.
No.
Vidic, Carvalho. Vidic, and then there is Van Dijk. That's what you're saying.
So he's third.
I'm saying this. No, not third tier. I'm saying there's Campbell's of the Premier League. There's John Terry's. There is Rio Ferdinand's. Those are above.
Tier 1.
And then goes there. Exactly.
Vidic and Van Dijk. You can pick from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carvalho. Gary Cahill. Is that involved? Is he involved? Can we involve him in this? Gary Cahill? No, he's not. David Luiz.
Sorry. I just zoned out.
Gary
Cahill in there, bro.
We might as well throw Rudiger in there.
It's Mo.
I'm just saying there's Rolls Royces of the Premier League defenders, and there's the second tier. And I just think that he does not go to all the way.
A Rolls Royce isn't a very good car. They break down after about 4 years.
The only Rolls Royce this league has seen. The only Rolls Royce this league has seen is Virgil van Dijk. Someone who can defend next to anyone. The only one. I promise you.
John Terry could defend beside anyone.
I just think this. I think the Premier League. I think the Premier League's on long enough that you're going to have to start separating eras at this point. Do you know what I mean? You're going to have to start.
Maybe.
You know, it's like two. It's gone like 30 plus years.
Let me do the rest of Super Chat before we go into a war.
You're going to have to say Mo Salah's in the conversation with best Premier League player ever. It can't just be Henry.
That's the best Liverpool player of all time. That's the best Liverpool player of all time.
He's eight assists off of David Beckham, and he's less than 40 goals away from 200 goals.
Mike, when you have this conversation, it's like, oh, it's Henry, definitely. I don't think we can have that conversation. It can't be Henry.
You
now.
didn't want to have the conversation about John Terry. Why didn't you want to have the conversation about John Terry? Or is it okay to have it about an Arsenal player, but when a Chelsea player come in the question, you didn't want to have it? You didn't.
Mo. Let me just say this, Mo. Read your next super chat, please. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You didn't want to have this conversation.
No, I don't have this conversation. I don't have this conversation at 11:30 over here in the UK when I got work tomorrow.
Oh my God!
But you're wrong. You're wrong.
Too big of a can. This is too big of a can.
It's massive.
I agree.
Mo, they tried 2 tactics on Trent. Renato come inside, isolate Sancho, and beat him with skill. And Neto tried to beat with pace, and both didn't work. What do you mean both didn't work? I thought that Neto was very good against Trent when he came
Hold on. Neto's best opportunities that he created was when he cut inside before he even got to the right back. The first one where he makes the shot, like that has nothing to do with Trent because he cut inside and he dribbled all the way across the pitch. The second one where he got it to Palmer, again, he wasn't attacking Trent. Every time he attacked Trent, he either lost or he crossed it directly into Konate. So, I mean, if you want to count him getting by him to throw a ball across the box to the first Liverpool defender as beating him, then that's your prerogative.
All right.
But when it comes one-on-one, he didn't beat him.
He's actually right. I remember Neto doing it.
It's a very good response. Guys, let's get to 300 likes. Kingsley here. Enzo Fernandez, waste of money, useless player. 100% is them. I think Lukaku, Enzo, Mudryk, Darwin, but Darwin scored some goals. Are these even Pepe for Arsenal scored some goals?
No. Why we compare the forwards versus midfielders?
Hold on.
Hold on. He's a bum. I'm sorry.
Nunes is what?
He's a bum. Sorry.
Yeah, Nunes is a bum. That's okay. What does Enzo Fernandez count as one of the worst transfers in English football history, in modern history?
Money wise,
I will judge it at the end of the season.
Hey, Mac, you have to put the money in.
That's a lot of money.
You have Rolls Royce, Matt.
The guy only had half a season behind him. Like when you signed him.
I'm gonna be.
I want an honest answer. Like,
we'll meet.
How many seasons, Alex?
He will never live up to what we paid for him.
Yeah.
105 million?
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. It is this guy.
Yeah.
You're right. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Hold on. Anthony
here.
wasn't triple digit, Mo. Anthony was not triple digits. Enzo was triple digits. Enzo was 105 million pounds.
Anthony went up from 40 million 2 weeks before and then went up to 90 million when they paid for it.
That was a crazy one.
Do you guys know how much value is worth? Do you guys know that Anthony's value is 15 million in the market?
That much?
Yeah, he's awful.
That 15 million.
That's at least 10 million.
That is crazy, actually. 15 million.
That's wild.
That's absolutely wild.
Yeah,
Mr. Iqbal is a Kukurea could score a hat-trick.
For him.
Okay, Kukurea could score a hat-trick and have 2 assists, and Mo would still find a way to bash him. No, I wouldn't. I would definitely change my opinion. Like I changed my opinion about Kai Havertz a little bit, right? Like I changed my opinion against Spurs. Absolutely not. Kukurea, Mr. Iqbal Kukurea does not contribute offensively, and defensively, he's not the strongest defender in the league. If you are a fullback and you don't and your contribution offensively is zilch, I need you to be the strongest fullback in the history. I need you to be someone, especially for playing for Chelsea. People treat Kukurea as he's playing for a mid-table team. You are playing for Chelsea, right? You should be up there. I need one aspect of Kukurea's game. I need one aspect of Kukurea's game that is elite at. It's one.
Defending.
Elite. Huh?
Oh, elite.
Hair. Maybe his hair.
Elite.
You know, his hair. His hair is elite. I give him that. His hair is elite.
Jealous of his hair. That's all I'm saying.
No, you know his song's a cracking song. It's a cracking song.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. He's just jealous of his hair. That's all it is.
I think Mo had long hair when he first started YouTube.
More 15 goals, nothing more to be said. I don't know what 15 goals. What is this? Dan? What is the Jackson?
I think that's Nunes. Maybe I don't know.
No, that was way before. Apologies, Dan.
No, hold on. I think is he referring to the center back goal scoring record in the Premier League? That I think
he's talking about Big Six record. Or he's talking about Big Six.
Yeah,
anyway, I don't
know.
Hold on. Did I hear that John Terry scored more goals than post goals?
Yes, he's the highest goal scoring defender in Premier League history.
Did he score more goals? 15 goals record. Husam knows, bro. Husam, can you enlighten us?
Sam said Sam said John Terry's the best.
15 goals record for fraud for what?
Conceding.
Not conceding. Not conceding.
Okay. Yeah. That is amazing, but that will go to Mourinho more than John Terry, but fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, because Mourinho was on the pitch. You're right.
Because Mourinho stayed 8 years without losing a game at home. Because Mourinho stayed 8 games without losing at home.
No. Let's do this then. Why don't you give Klopp more credit for Van Dijk then? Why don't you do that?
I'll give Klopp, of course. Klopp is a
no, you didn't before. So why don't you just say it now? You know, be fair.
Because Klopp absolutely developed.
Oh, I've got you now. That's what it is. I've got you now. That's what it is. That's it.
But I give Klopp. Who said that I don't give Klopp? Who said that I don't give Klopp?
You didn't.
Where is that? Where?
But you did it before.
Goals? Who mentioned that I did it?
Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. I got
crazy.
You. I got you. That's all good.
Husam doesn't agree with you, Mo, on what? I don't know. He doesn't agree with me on anything, bro. Yeah. Husam doesn't agree with me. I know. He wants to get on I think Husam wants to get on the Chelsea's good side as well. So he's giving them that. He's glazing that because I know why. Because Arsenal are losing the games. So he's glazing Arsenal all this season.
Are you calling Husam flip-flop?
Let's not get into Arsenal.
Flip-flop today a little bit.
Are you calling him Virgil van Dijk's got 18 goals. 18 goals for Liverpool in the Premier League.
Very good.
Are you going to compare the forwards they both faced? Yeah, John Terry faced tougher forwards 100%.
He's got
Torres, Nestor Roy,
Thierry Henry.
Yeah, he faced
Van Persie.
Yo, I can't believe you put that virginity guy in it. Yeah. No way.
I still stand by it.
You 100%.
By the way, bro, I don't understand how people don't understand that Virgil van Dijk literally gets forward scared of dribbling him.
He puts his bum on the line when he's defending.
I don't think we
I don't think you know what I'm talking about. Virgil van Dijk literally is the guy that people are scared to go and dribble him. Try to dribble him. As a 1-on-1, 100%.
He went a whole season.
How was the guy stayed 1 year?
Dribbling.
The guy stayed more than 1 year without being dribbled past once.
Whole season.
That's great.
That's Aspilicueta. That's not Virgil van Dijk.
People don't even try to dribble it. Why are people blaming Rice for the L? It's on Arteta. No one is blaming Rice, Essie. Is anyone here blaming Declan Rice?
I don't even think we even talked about Arsenal. No one needs to talk about that garbage club.
I think that super chat Essie was meant for the stream yesterday when Ahmed blamed Declan Rice.
You're watching another stream by mistake and super chatted you.
Like my cherry.
No, but Essie, by the way, anybody here think that? I don't know. Liverpool and Arsenal. If Liverpool win against Arsenal, anybody here would sit and say that Arsenal will finish ahead of Liverpool this season?
Based on the games,
hold on.
I'm really asking the question here, right? Like just a simple question.
Here's the problem with that. If we beat Arsenal, we go 7 points clear over Arsenal through 9 games played. Now, obviously, Odegaard, we don't know when he's going to be back. Potentially, Saka might not even be in this game, and we know for a fact that Saliba isn't going to be there.
Saliba's out
now. Yeah. Because of the fact that we could potentially be full strength versus a withered Arsenal, I don't know if I'm going to go as far to say that. Injuries could also potentially happen to Liverpool, but I think that it puts the ball in Liverpool's court. If you take a 7-point lead through 9 games, it puts the ball in your court.
I think Arsenal got, as much as I don't rate them, they got on paper a toughish fixture away at Newcastle, and then they got us the next 2 games afterwards. So it's
look at who we have.
I'm not comparing them. Arsenal. I'm just saying them. But what I'm saying is, if you beat them, you still have a 7-point cushion. Do you know what I mean? Where if you drop 1 point or you drop a couple of points and they don't pick up, it's like
even when they are full string, they're not clicking like they did before. Even with the full string, Odegaard, I think, is the biggest miss they have. Not Saka, not Saliba.
Saka. Yesterday's game proved that everyone that Saka is the most important guy at Arsenal. Without him, they Bro, Sterling is rubbish, bro. Sterling is rubbish. Martinelli is not like Havertz was trying, but again, Havertz without Saka couldn't do anything.
But that wasn't the purpose of Sterling signing. The purpose of Sterling signing was not to replace Saka. It was to go in games against teams like Bournemouth when you have full strength and come in.
The guy is rubbish, bro. He's just
of course.
Rubbish.
Of course,
no, he's not rubbish. That's too much, Mo. He's not rubbish, man. He's a good player. He's proved it at the highest level over several seasons. Look, is he as good? Look, he's obviously not as pivotal to Arsenal as Saka is, but you can't just say he's a rubbish player. He's done it at every level in European football.
Can I ask you something then? If Saka's out for the rest of the season and Sterling is fit all season, would you put pound on Arsenal winning the league with Sterling? You're the top player, the good player.
But that's a different question, right?
Why?
You're saying because you're saying that you think Saka is more influential on a team than Sterling, which absolutely makes sense. First of all, he's been in that team for the last 3 years, right? The team is to some extent is built around him. Sterling has just arrived as a guy on loan.
But Sterling is 28 years old. I'm going to tell you the difference. Sterling is 28 years old. So Sterling should have this thing that people need to adjust and do this. When you're an experienced player, like a Van Dijk, like when Chelsea signed experienced player back in the days, they come firing. Why? You come into the team, it's not a young player that needs to get used to this. Sterling, based on what everyone tells me, has done it at the highest level, was coached under Pep Guardiola. Why does he look so average? Why does he look so average? On the ball, off the ball, looks so average.
Chelsea were average. Chelsea were average last season.
I gotta go, guys.
He's not played. He's not played football enough.
You, Alex.
Yeah, you can't just expect the guy to just come in and just start cooking. Like you can't. Like
not cooking. Just be good.
And he's not rubbish, right? He's still a very good player, and he's still capable of very good performance. I think it's fair to say that
it's about the influence of Saka.
Arsenal went down to 10 men. Like Arsenal went down to 10 men. Like
they were not good before going down to 10 men. They were not going.
They hold on. They had 0 shots on goal before going down to 10 men. They had 1 shot off target before going down to 10 men. After they had 1 shot on target. They were not good before they went down to 10 men whatsoever.
The drop off from Saka, listen, and that's because of his performances, is huge. He's going to miss it. It's like any great player in any great team. The drop off from Saka, they can't replace him. You know what I mean? They just cannot. Someone can come in for a couple of games.
And Martinelli
is Saka's levels can't be met. And Martinelli had that purple patch of like 2 games before the international break, and you know he's and Trossard again. Arsenal fans are nice, but I don't think Trossard's a good starting player. I think he's an impact player. I really do. When he starts, he doesn't really, I think he's, you know what I mean? I think he's all right. He's still a great finisher, but he's more of an impact for me. And that's what I said at the start of the season, is I think their squad, depth-wise, is not big enough. It's just not big enough. It's not good enough at all. And that midfield was so clunky and mechanical. There's no creativity in that midfield. On Saturday, it was just nothing.
Declan Rice's out of position. Declan Rice's out of position. Moreno's out of position. Everyone is not in the right place. That's why I think, guys, Man City now are 3 points ahead of Arsenal. If Man City, I don't know who do you play next game. I'm sure they play like a scrub team.
It won't be that high opposition.
Like it's gonna be a scrub team that they play next game.
Southampton. Right? They play
Southampton. That's 3 points. That's 3 points.
So they're gonna slap Southampton.
And guess who they play before that?
They lost the 2-0 to Leicester at the weekend. They're going to get dumped by Man City.
Sparta Prague is who they play in between them. So they'll be
but to be honest with you, actually there was another thing that I wanted to talk about is Man City don't look strong again. Man City don't look strong. Again, we're still in the beginning of the season. I know that it's early, but you guys know that Man City kept 1 clean sheet. Which is
they conceded 9 goals.
And Arsenal have conceded 8. The only other team that's close to us is Nottingham Forest with 6, but they've only scored 7. So
I believe if Man City win the next game and Liverpool go to the Emirates and win, bro, it's a long season for Arsenal to come back from this. It's a long season.
Right.
It would be 7 points.
It would be so funny though. It would be so funny if we went there because the meltdown. Like, obviously, it'd be great for Liverpool to win. Don't get me wrong, that would be great. But probably 30% of the greatness would be because Arsenal lost at home.
It would be. Oh my
the meltdown
god!
yesterday alone.
Red alert on YouTube. It'd be 10-hour streams left and right. Everybody, the world is burning.
The term emergency
You know the
stream
problem
is so
is.
overused.
You know the problem is. Liverpool in the midweek. I don't know who you guys play in the midweek. You play
Leipzig.
Liverpool,
Leipzig away.
Leipzig
No,
this
Leipzig
time.
away.
Leipzig away.
You're away. You're gonna have to play your good team. You're gonna have to play your good team away from home.
They just
The
won
problem
2-0.
is Arsenal. Now Jota's injured, by the way. That's a big thing. They don't know the extent of his injury.
Oh,
If
yeah, he went off.
Saka has actually a hamstring injury, as they said, as it's reported. He's not gonna come back this week or
No.
next week.
It's minimum 3 weeks. Minimum.
Yeah, that's if
Minimum.
it's grade 1.
That's
And if
right.
Arsenal play against Liverpool and if Liverpool go to Germany and rest some players because they take a lead or something, I think Liverpool are going to the game at the Emirates favorites.
It should be.
Favorites to win the game without
Yeah,
Saka,
well,
without Odegaard.
It should
Hold
be.
on.
No Saka, no Odegaard, no Saliba. It
Not
should be.
not clear favorites, but I think I said it to HUSAM yesterday. I think it's a 40% you win, 30% a draw, 30% Arsenal. If Saka's not there.
Well, Saliba's not there as well, remember? Everyone
Saliba's not there. Saka's not there. 100%.
Odegaard, yeah.
100%.
Look,
And if Liverpool win away at the Emirates,
look, I said this to you on your last show and about Arsenal, and you asked me for receipts.
Oh, no.
And he's got. and here's what I
And
made
look,
earlier.
Look, I actually look. I said, and you were like, why isn't Arteta an elite manager? He's not an elite manager, and the reason why he's not an elite manager, and I said this on your show, is he's never suffered an injury crisis, like losing his best players to red cards. Like, he just hasn't suffered the way some of the big teams have suffered, and still been able to overcome it. And he's in a situation now where he hasn't had any really major injuries in the last 2 years. Like, let's be honest. And now he's lost Odegaard. Now he's lost Saka. And now he's lost Saliba. And he's also bought a load of players that he's still having trouble integrating into the team, as in Calafiore and also Marino. So this is where he really has to do his job. And I just don't think he's capable of it, unfortunately. And I do think Liverpool are favourites going into this game. I just do. Like, I think Saliba, the drop off from Saliba to what? Kivor?
so Timber, if Timber's fit, it's all right. If Timber's fit, is all right. He
So
can
who's going to
manage.
play centre back?
They're going to play Timber, Gabriel, Ben White, Calafiore. They can manage with this.
Fucking
think
4 centre backs.
The problem is if Timber's injured, it's actually Kivio.
3 DMs. 4 centre backs and 3 DMs.
They play with 6 at the back anyway, all game. Like, they literally play back 4,
Yeah, they conceded
defensive
8 goals.
midfielders, and then we'll try and win with
And their
with a
defense
set
hasn't
piece.
even been that good this season. They've already conceded 8 goals against teams that aren't even good because they haven't really played superior opposition. Who did they play? Aston Villa and Brighton? And I mean, they dropped points.
City.
Oh, sorry.
City,
But
they lost.
regardless,
Don't count Spurs, they're not superior to anything.
Anyway,
you know, what?
let me
Never
just
mind.
go.
I'm going to retract that statement.
We'll see. The problem is if Arsenal drop off, bro, I think it's gonna be number one, the content, and everyone will talk about the league. The problem is Liverpool fans don't believe that their team can even win the league. So that means we're gifting the league to Manchester City.
Oh no, you can't.
I've not seen one Liverpool fan
can't do that,
we can
Mo.
win the league, bro.
You can't do that, Mo, because the same thing could, if Virgil van Dijk were to slip down the stairs and break his foot, our season is done. It's over. It's kaput. If Ryan Gravenberch sprains his ankle in training, it's kaput. If Alexis McAllister gets hurt in an Argentina game,
Let me guess.
it's kaput. So
If Arsenal
this is
lose,
the problem.
if Arsenal lose, are they now a top 4 race if they lose? No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, shit.
I do
I don't
think
think
that we
so.
have the potential to win, Mo.
But I guarantee you something.
Do you know
The
the chat's
day
going mad
Arsenal
here?
now in game week 8 now, right? Hear this out, guys, because this is I think it's gonna the day Arsenal from game week 8, if it happened, they drop just below top 4. I think the meltdown needs to be recorded for Netflix or something. 100%, bro. If they drop down, if we look at the table once and they are 5th or something, or behind Chelsea for whatever reason in a week or 2 weeks, even though I don't think Chelsea are gonna be like up there, because I think that Chelsea have Arsenal away, they have Newcastle, and they have Arsenal at home, Newcastle away, Man United away. We'll see how they do.
Hold on, Mo. If Arsenal lose to Liverpool and Chelsea beat Newcastle,
you got above and goal
Arsenal. No, yeah. Well, you'll also. I mean, yeah, you'll go above.
I think it's what's Spurs on?
Both be at 17 points.
Spurs are on 13. Spurs on 13. Yeah,
they're not even in the conversation.
No, but Villa could go above and they win, right? Like the joint now the same, right? The joint now the same.
Villa are equal. If we won and City are going to win, it would 24-23. And then Arsenal would be at 17. So they would be 6 behind City and 7 behind Liverpool.
I think the word emergency, if they lose next week, would have been the most used in YouTube history on all streams. I don't know who he's talking to, but obviously not us.
Can we all just talk about how great Liverpool are as well? Like we haven't really talked about that.
Nope.
Three goals conceded.
We've been unbelievable. Like I don't care about Arsenal.
No, I don't even know we got into because that they managed to get in. We didn't even talk about it until Super Chat came up.
I know.
We didn't even talk about it.
Well, you know what? It's really funny because Liverpool conceded 3 goals, but only 2 of them have actually been scored by the opposition. So in reality, Liverpool have scored 16 goals this season and only conceded 2 because we scored under self. If we're just going to be, blatantly honest, which is unbelievable through 8 games to really only concede 2 goals, ridiculous. And one of those goals today, I mean, this close to being offside.
So literally, we only conceded 1 goal.
I wasn't going to go there.
0 goals in 8 games.
I wasn't going to go there because Hudson-Odoi had a brilliant finish.
Let me do this. Let me do this super chat so we can get out of here.
But also, Mike, that was a 1 in 100 chance. So
it was a 1 in 100 chance. Probably wouldn't
guys, let's get the likes to 300. Guys, we're 60 likes away from 300. Hit the like button. Blaze is saying, "Wow, Mateta and Jesus scared to dribble Virgil van Dijk." Like Haaland is scared to dribble Virgil van Dijk. I think he played against Aguero as well. He did play against
Liverpool. The only reason why Virgil van Dijk has ever looked poor in his career is because the fullbacks were inverted and they were told, Konate and Van Dijk, you have to defend 4 people. That's the only reason why any center back at this club has ever looked poor, is because he's been left isolated in order to allow other players to play aggressively. And Arne Slot doesn't do that, which is why the defense looks so good. It's literally that simple.
Mr. Iqbali is saying, if Arsenal finish 3rd or Liverpool win the league and Arteta doesn't get sacked, then Arsenal is a finished club. I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Iqbali. If Arsenal finish 3rd, that just sacked. Unless he wins the Champions League.
He's not getting sacked. Even if he finished 3rd. He's not getting sacked.
He's not going to get sacked, but he has to get sacked.
No, he has to. But I will say this, the only way him and Arsenal part is on his terms. That would be it.
If he fell out of the top four, he would go.
Andrew, I don't know if when people say this, that's your belief, right? This is my belief.
Yeah, it's my own opinion.
That's not what you think should happen.
Oh no! I think no.
Okay. I just want to get this straight, right? Like
I think now something needs to show for this. Is all this? Oh, we got so many points and we got our biggest wins ever in one season. All means crap if you don't win something. It needs to have a tangible.
And also, here goes the invincible season that was about to happen. The invincible season that was about. I'm so sad.
Can't get that gold trophy anymore, baby. Can't get it.
Your trophy gold. No, I've just got 19 more.
Sterling and Zinchenko to step up. I would imagine Arsenal fans' blood pressure right now.
Oh, the combined 11. The combined 11 this week is going to be great because Arsenal always try and put like 8 in against Liverpool. They try to have like 8 players in there.
I'm not going to stand for it. You get maybe 2.
Arsenal, Liverpool now. I would pick more Liverpool players than Arsenal.
Oh yes, I'm talking about with fitness on the weekend. I would give maybe 2 to Arsenal.
That's interesting. No.
With fitness. No, like they're not gonna have Odegaard, they're not gonna have Saka potentially, and they're not gonna have Saliba. So the only other two that I would put in
Who's your TB?
Like
who's available and not injured.
Okay, so that's not, then the question
available,
is
Declan Rice for sure.
Kelleher Raya.
No, Declan Rice doesn't get in. He doesn't.
No.
Gravenberch and McAllister ahead of him. He played 8. He didn't play well this season.
Mo, you're misunderstanding because I would put McAllister in the 10 and I would have Declan be in the double pivot. With I would get rid of Szoboszlai. So I would do Declan Rice for Szoboszlai. And to be honest with you, I know that this might sound crazy, but I would find a way to put Gabriel in that defense. If I have to play him at left back, whatever. But I would take Robertson. Yeah, I would take out Robertson and I would put Gabriel in that team.
All right. Okay. Listen, people, this was an absolutely amazing and a fantastic show. Big up to everyone that supported the channel. Hit the like button. You frauds. Since I said we had one more like, how we had one more like, just hit the like button underneath live chat. K-Mac, tell the people where to find you, bro.
You can check me out on K-Mac channel. I'll be doing a review of the game probably Monday, Tuesday, and I'll also be doing previews, and I'll be getting Rack on my show soon as well. Big up, man.
100%. Rack is always here. He's on Husam's channel on the Liverpool panel. Surfer is always here, always on the terrace with us. Das is on American Waffle with Staffy, is here with me on Husam's Liverpool show, of course. Big up everybody that joins. Now we still have him a chef with me and Husam now. I'm gonna get him to apologize.
More football talk. More football talk.
More football talk, people. More football talk. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. MHF time, people. We'll see you guys on the other side, and we're out of here, people. I swear to God.